Okay, welcome back. We've configured the data graphic to display the title as well as the number of personnel shown as a progress bar. We still have two additional columns that we need to create data graphics for. So we have the budget and the allotted funds. So let's go into the advanced data graphics. We're going to edit the data graphic based on our selection. And we're going to create a new item. And I'm looking for the budget, which should be located at the top, budget for the fiscal year, displayed as, and we're going to use text again, or I'm going to use text. Feel free to use whatever display you would like. And I'm going to use one that has a dollar callout. So here's one that's pretty useful, dollar callout, show value, and the value format. Maybe it's important that we go in here and select currency as well as the number of decimal places, but we'll keep it whole numbers again. Let's see. Value size, we'll increase that to 18. The label, let's just call it FY budget. Keep the default values for everything else, and I'm going to change the position here to show on the bottom of the shape. So I want this one to be centered, but this time, instead of above the shape, let's select below the shape. Okay. Hit the apply button. So what's missing? So there's just a field with $2 amounts, and that's because in SharePoint we configured this column as a currency. So really there's no need, looking back now, there's no need to display the icon. So I'm going to edit that once again, and instead of a dollar callout, let's just make it a text callout. When you do that, it typically resets all the settings. So I actually have to go back and select 18 points for the font, as well as rename my, let's see, FY budget. That's fine, that remained the same. The border bottom, the call out, and let's go ahead and hit apply. Okay, so notice now in the display that it's not really showing correctly. That's because I have a large font, 18 point, for a relatively small amount of real estate. Okay, that's because it tries to make the data fit in the confines of the shapes, either width or height. We can overwrite that. So select the shape, edit the data graphic, the budget line. We're going to edit that. And if you go to the bottom, there's something called a callout width. Right now it's set to 0, which is the default best fit. We're going to try different values. I start with 2, and let's hit apply, and that fits okay. But I'm going to show you what happens when you shrink that down. Let's try a 1.5. And that looks a little bit neater. Okay, so yeah, you typically want to account for this number increasing. So if you were using 6 figures or higher, then it's possible that this data shape would skew a little bit and not look visually pleasing. So let's revert back to the call out width of 2 in the event that we have a higher number, a larger number, where it's going to need the room to display correctly. Okay. I'll make this video a little bit longer. Just go ahead and do the allotted funds. So new, I'm going to select allotted funds, text call out 18, and we're going to call this label allotted. And we're also going to display that on the center and below the shape, and make sure that you are making the call out width wide enough to accommodate larger values. Okay? All right. See you in the next video.